strangely enough, it just might.
Tell you about greed, boy. Anyways, it's brought to you with the compliments of Swift Pack. Send it now. Send it fast.
Yeah,
Send it today.
Send it down. Send it down. Yeah, before we say anything else, listen. And this one don't get me vexed. In fact, I actually applaud the person because it is indulging their own making. Anybody ever saw online this person cooking with Fruity?
I haven't actually
heard
watched an
about it.
episode.
Listen to me. Cooking with Freshy, man.
Is that Fruity who sings?
No. Is it? No.
Is it Fruitylicious?
No.
I
No, a
haven't
different
seen it.
person. My brother, she just make some things in her kitchen.
It's good?
No.
Oh.
but she just eat it. I like she just eat it. Listen, somebody go bust a comment and tell about Fruity bad.
Give us some example.
Fruity-
Give us some
Fruity-
example that
Fruity-
you wouldn't eat that she
Fruity
cooked.
making a pilau dog.
Right.
She said, and today we are making pilau. All right. So Fruity train she oil. Fruity train the sugar. The sugar in him at the bubble yet, you know. Fruity train the meat.
Oh, God.
Wait, it ain't done yet. Then she trained some milk. Then
Milk.
man, listen, cooking with
Somebody
Fruity
says
is the
it
baddest
is.
thing.
It is Fruity who does sing.
That is Fruity does sing?
Yes, Fruity who does sing.
Fruitylicious.
Okay.
Big up Fruity.
Big up you, Fruity. Fruity, I love you, girl.
What kind of milk she put in?
Like coconut milk.
Milk. And when she done it, here what I like her she tasted. Wait, I can put in too much of milk. I had to take out some.
Milk and pilau.
Why? Fruity, Fruity.
Some people cook like put a little coconut milk, but
Fruity
Yeah,
is
but not
the
when you brown
greatest.
the chicken.
Cooking with Fruity is the baddest thing.
it's a light skin pillow.
It's the better. She made modongo. A couple.
Well, I don't know how to make it.
I don't know how to make it, but I didn't know you need to put the leaf in the pot. You need to put the leaf in the pot. Boy, Fruity bad. Big up Fruity. Anyhow, Fruity, big up you. Wherever you did, big up you.
Big up Fruity, man.
Cooking with Fruity. is the
Open
baddest
invite
thing.
to Fruity, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Come and give us some tips.
she lives here. Oh, she live here? Oh, where she is? Oh, crap.
Where you? Ice?
Man, I like them. I like she to be living here, man. Cooking with Fruity is the baddest. She has some dish look.
Nah.
But
can't eat it.
what I like with Fruity, she has eat it.
Yeah.
She just eat it. She make a macaroni pie a couple episodes now. Oh God. All that pie was missing was a straw.
She gets good views.
Yeah. Red view. Look, if you have to eat macaroni pie with a straw, you must get freaking views.
On average of about 18.
You joking?
Yeah, highest is like 978.
Hey, look, somebody have it here. Fruity is the baddest chef. But she cooking it, she correcting it.
Take it back, there's one with 1 million.
Listen, if Fruity cooking something, look.
Fruity cooking.
Oh my God, let me
This one do it. No, it's not cooking video. This one is a
Hello?
skit.
Is it what?
A skit.
Okay.
Skits as well.
She cooking something, right? And
She's single-handedly giving Caribbean food a bad name.
yeah, and she say, wait, this tastes kind of how. She might bring either some pancake syrup and throw it in and sprinkle some salt. And she said that has killed something in it.
Anyway, that's what getting Chris Vex this morning. All right, let me give you the next one. Eyewitness News reporting quarry workers accuse Reno of inequality. Workers at Reno Construction, the company to which former ULP government leased lands at Richmond for a quarry, are accusing the company of providing better working conditions for non-nationals, especially those of a particular race. Eyewitness News has been unsuccessful in its repeated attempts over the past 2 weeks to reach the company representative.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
To respond to the allegations. However, a letter sent to Eyewitness News on behalf of the disgruntled workers states that Vincentians employed by Reno Construction work 10 hours per day, and regardless of job position, are all paid the same rate of $7.14 per hour. Wonder how they came up with that. $7.14 per hour.
Must be a sweet spot.
So 10-hour day, so you get $71.40 before tax. We believe this is unfair as trade workers and skilled laborers should receive higher wages based on their qualification and nature of their work, blah, blah, blah. Work hours for locals have been reduced to 7 hours per day, resulting in laborers earning below $50 per day minimum wage and tradesmen earning less than $100 per day. The letter says foreign workers, particularly Guineas and Indian workers, continue to work full-time and receive full payment.
Of course,
Which workers?
Guineas. And many of these workers are earning $20 per hour and above, while Vincentians are being paid significantly less. What's going on there, man? Chris, over to you, man. You've always been a big champion of Reno. What's going on there, man?
It's simple.
Providing jobs much needed.
Jobs.
Jobs.
They get jobs, but no
Jobs.
money. And if the Guineas and them get all the money, and the Vincies,
But apparently the Vincies are unwilling to come off the job because they don't want to lose the job.
Yeah, but what is the point to then do complain?
There you go.
Nah.
But what's the point?
I think there's something in strength of complaining while I'm in the job.
Okay,
Because I'm still subject to
what?
to bad treatment.
all right.
And I'm brave enough to
so
say,
you're
to say it
complaining.
right.
When she come to work, man, why I
We're
care if you complain?
You're coming to work, so I get my work done.
Yeah, so you rather me starve.
But then don't complain. Morning.
That's your choice, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
If on one hand you're saying I'm working in Chris whatever industry and he paying the Guineas and them more than he paying me, but every day I get them off my bed and I go into well, what am I complaining for?
Good point.
Make that make sense?
What do you think?
If I have a discrepancy,
Union
with
leader, what you say?
Luke, if I have a discrepancy with Luke, I ain't quitting.
What are you gonna do?
Make life hard for him here.
Oh, what? Coming to work? Doing your job?
Wow. And boy,
Okay.
wow.
All
Wow.
right.
Wow.
Chris, lash me.
Lash me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Wow. You make life so hard for the
Fair
way you
enough.
come to work every morning.
Lash me.
Every morning you come to work at 6 and you make
Lash
life so
me with a
hard.
4 hours.
Yeah. Wow.
Waiting. Where does this go?
I ain't going nowhere.
Man still working. Man say they can't quit work. They need the job.
Right. Hush them out and come work. It's either or. It's either you complain or you stop or you shut up and go work. Pick your poison. You see, this is one of the problems, right? Why people will always fight
Do you have a
themselves
job
in
for me
this.
to do?
It does. Listen, well then,
Don't say it doesn't matter. It does.
no, well then, if that's what we're looking at it, then we don't say nothing until we get something better to do. When I get something to go to, then I go and talk.
But they're also accusing something that is potentially illegal.
Which is?
If
That's a hold on. Morning. Hey, morning. Hello?
If
Okay,
you
somebody point.
if your hours are reduced to below the minimum wage, isn't that like a
All right, so I'll pay an extra $1.
man?
It's only 2 cents missing it.
Tell me,
7 times.
The union should still go in,
which union? Which
or labor department, something. What would be the justification unless our guys aren't certified? Which is a problem I've heard contractors talk about. We have workers who,
You do the job on it.
yeah, but even like tradesmen, you should still get some level of certification.
what getting me?
Because it impacts other things.
I don't know what getting me vexed. I ain't calling the name yet. Luke trying to paint me bad and think we were all getting along. I think, and yeah. And
I'm gonna
man
buy you some
said,
glasses this year.
Man said, I ain't a problem with that, thanks. Man said you can't call me Lavi anymore. And that's not true.
That's not true.
So I vex.
Is that Laverne King?
Yeah.
The honorable.
Honorable.
Honorable Lavi.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a stew.
You get
Honorable Lavi.
Lavi girl, I get a stew and 2 snaps. Snap. he say,
Back over to Reno, man. What's going on with Reno?
nothing going on with that. Look, explain it to me. If I am working at whatever, right?
Well, it's actually Jagger should be doing.
You
this,
ain't
man.
you ain't
You're
paying
the one who
me.
has the problem.
I'm complaining and I still getting up off my bed and I'm going to work because I want the money. Then if I want the money, I ain't saying nothing. Because I want the money. If I get like I come by Luke and Luke give me a walk and tell me he pay me twice time better and then I'm talking because I know I live in a place.
If If the workers, the non-national workers,
Who did you train under? Noel Jackson.
if the non-national workers,
The only man who said go work.
Yeah.
Go work. You ain't get paid for 2 months, but go work. Because listen, you just might get paid.
the non-national workers, if they're doing the same roles, same task as the nationals, should be getting equal pay. As a matter of fact, it costs you less to hire a national because you don't have to house them.
Well, I'm gonna guess that they're saying they're doing the same job, but I bet they're not.
Well, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Morning.
Morning. Well, good to say they could stay off the job, but when you're train at home.
Right, but my point is this, right? You know right, but what I'm saying is this, right? You're saying to me that the conditions, and I get that, but don't tell me the conditions are bad, and then you still get them off the bed in the morning to go back to
the
work.
money, Chris.
You need to, but you're still going to complain, and here we're risking.
It's my right to complain.
And here we are risking, right? That you go to work, and then the boss might just fire you.
Okay, but until then, I go to work. I need the money.
Right.
And they complain every day still.
Yeah, I complain because if I feel like I'm not being treated properly and I don't have an option to leave yet, of course I complain.
And then you go up and go to work next morning again.
No, but it can't make it sound like if complaining never leads to anything, because that's not true.
I bet you this never lead to nothing.
But you can't make it sound right.
I bet you this never lead to
You
nothing.
can't hold on. You can't make it sound like it never.
This case in point.
I've complained here and I've got things to do.
This case in point
So,
here. I bet you this
but
leads to nothing.
But you can't just say, all right, then shut up. Because if I don't complain, then I know for sure nothing is happening.
Nothing here is going to happen. Morning.
But you better not on one.
Morning time.
Morning.
My little God-given knowledge would indicate to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you have a situation like that and you don't go to work, it could mean you abandon your job, and there's laws stating that if you quit indirectly or directly, that if they have money for you, let's say you work 7 years, 10 years, that you could lose that money because you quit, unlike if they fire you. So maybe that's the reason why people still go, because they don't want to lose whatever money if they're there for a number of years.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Sounds like a dilemma.
Listen, I have to feed myself and if I have a family.
So as union leader, what are you suggesting?
I said you complain every day. You complain. Make it help.
Who are you complaining to?
You complain to your boss. You go to your labor department. You get your labor department.
Call him. If you're one of the workers at Reno, call him. We want to hear from you directly.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
So now you're ready.
Okay, so my with this is that local workers need to stop comparing themselves to expat workers, because what companies normally do is that they pay local workers based on government stipulations, but they don't have to bind themselves to that with expat workers. That's why expat workers normally get higher pay. What the local workers need to do is to inform themselves about their rights, because construction in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is now like an office job. It's an 8 to 4 job. You get paid for your lunch hour. So you basically work 7 hours and get paid for 8. So that 10 hours is illegal at the same rate. Anything behind that is overtime pay.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying.
Right. And
no, but you're saying right, but that's what they're complaining.
The labor
that's
department.
one of the things they're complaining about.
Labor
They're not getting
department
that.
should step in.
yes, the government also needs to change the regulations with respect to pay for construction workers, because companies look at it and then they just barely pay above the minimum rate. And that's one of the biggest problems with tradesman pay in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is very, very low on the books. That's the biggest problem.
All right. Yeah. All right. Morning. Okay. All right. So what did they do now?
Complain.
Complain.
Go to labor department.
Labor department. Okay.
Every
All right.
opportunity you get.
Been there, done that. What happened next?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
For how long?
I go until you get
As
sick
long
of me
as-
and you come and you deal with it.
How long before I put sand in the engine?
Hey, I ain't encourage nobody to mash up nobody's equipment.
Morning.
No, but I mean when it gets drastic.
Morning.
What it thinks is workers just depends on the amount of years that they work with a company. And one thing with that company not legally, I went to an interview with them some years ago for heavy equipment operating job. I give them my price, and there was the guy give me the chance to go and test out the machine and everything. And he was like, "Oh, you know what you're doing? but you're not a professional and I can't pay this amount for that. And it's a big machine I'm telling about it. So as a worker, you must be able to stand up for no matter what years you get rest from, stand up for what you right. And they didn't take the job and leave already. You understand?
But if I were Reno, right, and I've got all this big equipment and thing around, I wouldn't want to fall out with a staff like this. I mean, presumably the risk is higher.
100K equipment.
Yeah, 200K equipment, $500,000 equipment. You know what I mean? So
You want your staff to be well compensated.
I just think both sides on this, right, have to be honest. The local workers have to be honest and say, am I really doing the same as what the expats are doing? Am I coming with the same skill levels? Or am I really just a laborer? Right?
Mhm.
Because if you have a machine operator, obviously they're going to get more than a laborer, right? So you've got to be honest about what your job is. What's your position? Because sometimes we look at other people and say, boy, I want his money. But you ain't doing what he's doing,
You ain't doing his work.
right? And you don't have the skills that he have, right?
You ain't doing his work.
So there's a bit of that. But there's also on the Reno side is, I mean, if the law of the land is after 8 hours, you get time and a half, double time on a Sunday, double time on a thing in that kind of work, then he also has to, if he wants him to work those times, he has to be willing to pay that as well, right? But ultimately, the staff have to down there, they have to decide what they're willing to work for. And it's all very well saying, well, they have no choice, they need the money, but you can't expect everybody else to fight your battle either. If you want the media, if you want Eyewitness News, if you want Hot 97,
Somebody has to stand up.
somebody has to stand up
They
and
have to stand
make
up.
your case.
And that's what I'm saying. This is why we always.
If everybody just speaks anonymously and
Nobody wants to
there's no
show their
name, nobody
face.
put a face on
Nobody
it.
ID themselves. We complaining, but yesterday we
Right.
get up and go to work. That helping who?
Get yourself unionized if you don't feel you're comfortable enough speaking for yourself and you need a union rep to be the rep.
That I like fruity.
But you got to be proactive. Huh?
we could always sit down and say, we are trying to feed, but you want to stay anonymous. I'm a child to feed. I want the money.
You can't expect other people to
But
fight
you
your
want
battles.
somebody else put on the glove and go
Right.
and punch it out for you. That's the way we always end up in positions like
Isn't
this.
that what Labor Department is for?
Yeah, a little bit, but you've still got to stand on your business. Huh?
Yeah, so if I go to Labor Department,
All right. And the Labor Department say, well,
then they should be the ones that we giving licks, not them.
Well, no. If you look at what they're doing, they're basically gone down to $50 a day. That's what they're saying, which is the government minimum, right? So at that point, you get into Chris's realm. You either want the $50 a day or you
I
don't.
don't want it. Make up your mind.
Right? If you think you deserve more, then go and make your case.
If you're comfortable with the 50,
Because you can see what the company's done. They've just gone down to $50 a day.
Yeah.
That's all they've done. Huh? They said, all right, if that's what it is. That's what it is.
so as it is, they do nothing illegal.
You can't really complain at them.
They do nothing illegal.
You could feel a way about it. You've lost some hours, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you could get compensation for the hours that you've already worked in terms of getting them to back pay for those hours, the extra amount. But going forward, if they say, all right, that's what you all want,
People had to learn to stand. Sometimes they just take out of you, but you have to.
I'll pay you 50 and I'll get $50 work.
At what point people do that?
Right?
Like how y'all making it sound like, boy, if I wake up tomorrow and I need a job, boy, I could just get one.
No. I'm not saying that. But if you got to remember, right? The government are the ones that are dictating it's $50 a day, right? All Reno has done is said, all right,
50 it
that's
is.
how it is. $50 a day it is.
That's what it is. I ain't breaking it up.
I'll get the foreigners to do the overtime.
And I get the Vinces to work for the 50. Morning.
Hey, morning.
Hey, morning.
You guys ain't find it funny that all the years, all the outside companies came into St. Vincent doing the same thing, basically?
Not really. Not really.
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I don't really find it surprising.
Really on this.
You find it surprising?
No.
I don't find it.
Not one bit. You know, I find surprising. Somebody now remind me something with Fruity again. Fruity make blackfish. Yeah, what she made the blackfish look. She put oil and browning in a pot. Fruity, I love you. Hey, she put oil and browning in a pot. Right? Wait the man. She let that boil up and brown up and thing. And she trying saltfish. Cook it with fruity. Cook it with...
Brought to you the compliments of Swiftback. Send it now, send it fast.
Fruity, I want married here, girl. Fruity.